So what we're talking about today is the need to preserve women's sports for women, to make sure that the necessary protections are in place so that our daughters and our granddaughters, they can compete and measure their athletic performance against the athletic performance of other women. Athletic experiences have helped generations of girls build confidence, learn teamwork, and develop leadership skills that serve them throughout their lives. For so many women, it opens doors to college opportunities that otherwise would not be possible. And I share this because I was one of those girls. As a member of my girls' high school track team, I had some success in running mid-distance races. I like to joke that the school record that I set back way, way in the 80s still stands today. But I need to explain that a little bit. The reason I say I joke about it is because when I ran the race, it was the 880-yard run. And a few years after I set the school record, it became the 800-meter run, thus enshrining my record forever, right? But,
good job.
No. But in all seriousness, it was my experience and success on that high school track team that opened the door to college and led me to where I am today. Look, I was a decent high school athlete and student, but no one in my family had ever gone to college. No one in my school talked to me about going to college. Again, it was because of the success I had on that field that I had someone ask me, what are you going to do after high school? Are you going to go to college? It put that thought into my head. And I feel very, very strongly today that our young women deserve that same opportunity that I had. Forcing schools to allow male athletes to join female sports teams undermines the progress that we've made for female student athletes. I feel very strongly that saying that this is inclusion is really going to lead to exclusion. Our daughters and our granddaughters will lose opportunities. And you know what? We're not the only ones who feel this way. The majority of New Yorkers are opposed to letting boys compete against girls. There was a Siena poll that was done in April of 2024, and at that time it showed 66% of New York voters support requiring high school athletes to compete in sports with those of the same biological sex. Those results are consistent with a February 2025 national poll by Pew that found that 66% support protecting girls' sports. And this past January 2025, a New York Times poll showed that 79% support protecting girls' sports. I agree with the majority of New Yorkers. We owe it to young women and girls to preserve the integrity of women's sports. And frankly, when I think about this issue, I wind up scratching my head as to why this is even an issue at all. Why would we even fathom doing this to our girls? When so many have fought so long and hard to secure equal rights, protections, and opportunities for girls and women in our state and across our nation. You know what? They count on us to be leaders and to do what's right. And I say to our girls, you can count on me to fight for you. I stand with the girls.